Welcome to Sprinter Van Build Part 4, Month 5 of the build, where everything comes together. So today is Friday, March the 4th, and it's been one of those days where things don't go as planned. The alternator came back, so we were super excited because it was bad, overheated. So Chuck sent it off, they fixed it, turned it around really fast, and when it arrived today, Chuck put it in and it still just does not work. So we had to make a video and send that back to the company. So Chuck's emailing them to say, what do we do next, because something's just still not right. We have, this week has been productive in that Chuck spent 2 days installing the tile in the bathroom, and then we spent 1 day grouting all of it, and then I had to do some scraping today. But we also got the toilet in, so we're pretty excited about that. We did the test run this week and it came out great. Didn't have any issues. We've got our cabinet. We were going to put doors on it, but we decided maybe we don't want doors. Maybe we just leave it open and just put some something in front of it to keep stuff from falling out. We make it a lot easier to get to. And the shower just gets smaller the more stuff we put in. So Chuck's a little upset about this because he doesn't like the way that looks, and he had to have it so long so that he could get the parts on. So he doesn't like that. And then he hooked the cold and the hot up backwards, and because he was standing on this side when he did it, and he forgot that the other side of the wall was going to be the opposite. And it's funny because his plumber, he said he's done this forever, like 30-40 years, does the same thing all the time, and he can't believe he made that mistake. But we got our fridge in. It looks pretty cool. I've got it covered because I want to try to keep it as clean as possible. The microwave, we don't have it in yet because we're just trying to keep it clean, but the fridge works great. Chuck just turned it off. The plumbing and everything, like I said, he had done a lot of that before. We have a little bit of leak in some of the tanks, so we had to find some 5200, so he's got to work on that next. And I ordered a mattress for the bed, and I ordered sheets, and we tested the countertop again. This was kind of short, so we put a little bit more on it, and now it feels kind of long because now it's pumping into the countertop. And then Chuck was just trying to figure out where the faucet's gonna go, and the sink had to be in the middle in order to line up underneath properly. So now it's a problem because we have these bars on both sides in order to put the faucet in. So he's in there now trying to figure out what the solution is. Maybe taking out this bar, because we really don't necessarily need that. We've got so much going on. But this is plenty sturdy here. But we'll see. I'm not sure what he's going to come up with. We went to Home Depot to try to buy more wood to finish up all the cabinets, but they were out. Hopefully they're going to have more in on Tuesday if we're lucky to get there early enough to get it. So that will be off the table for now. Instead, we came back and we worked on the ceiling. And you can see here that we got the front part done, back to this AC unit. We couldn't do all the way to this side because we still aren't sure exactly what we're doing over this door. And we were worried there might be more wiring issues with the awning whenever it comes, so we were leaving it open. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lights. We put some more lights in up here because we realized we didn't have any lighting in this area if you're sitting up front. So now we've got lots of lights. And what else did we do? Chuck still can't figure out the alternator. We haven't heard anything back from the people yet. I don't know what the story's going to be with that, but he did find an alternator place. So we figured worst case, we will have to take it into the alternator place and have them try to figure out what's going on, because he said it was all pre-programmed. All we had to do was plug it in and it was just supposed to work. And since they sent it back and it didn't work, it overheated. It just seems like something is still wrong. So just to be sure, nothing on our end. Chuck also did some tile in the back, so I'll show you that now. Alright, so this is the tile. that we're going to be using, or not tile, it's vinyl flooring, but it looks like tile. I think it's cool. I really like the color a lot. So we had a little bit more time, and he just wanted to feel like he got something done, so he came back and did the floor in the back here. I think it looks really good. I was surprised he did it while I was inside, so I had no idea he was working on that. But anyway, hopefully tomorrow the AC trim is in place with those clamps and it's dry. So then we're going to try to do the back ceiling tomorrow. And we have to get that pantry done and built out before we can put the wall panel on it. And we need that done before we can do the ceiling over all the way to the wall and down the wall. So that's going to be a little bit of a delay because, like I said, they don't have the wood, so we can't work on it. But things are getting there. I kind of feel like we were going slow, and then we started going faster, and then now I feel like we're kind of going slow again. That's it for today. So today is Monday, March 7th. And yesterday, Chuck and I spent most of the day working on the rest of the ceiling. And so we pretty much have the ceiling done except for right at the very front next to the sliding door. We can't do that because the awning isn't in yet, and we want to be sure if we have to run more wires through that we're able to get into that before we seal the ceiling off. But I've patched the holes and I sanded yesterday, and now we're down to painting today. So Chuck's done some caulking this morning. We're going to paint. And then after that, we're going to work on the floor in the front and get the floor laid. Chuck's not sure we have enough flooring, so we want to go get what we can laid, and then if we need more, go buy it before they run out, because we did buy it a little bit ago. So hopefully they still have more if we need it. And otherwise, that will be a major problem. But yeah, so we're super excited. The ceiling was very rewarding because it makes it look like a real van. But we have to get the countertops in. I was short on the top coat. They were out of stock for making it look like a natural finish on the top. So we ordered that because it's back in stock. So hopefully this week we'll get the countertops in. And then that means we can start putting the shiplap up on the sides here, because we have to start at the countertop and work our way up. And that is all for today. But it was very exciting to finally look like a real van. Alright, so I just finished using the linseed oil, and I think the cabinets are turning out great. They did yellow a little bit. I didn't use mineral spirits on the linseed oil to mix it to thin it out any. I just put it on straight. But it seems like it worked really good. They definitely feel like a lot more satiny kind of a finish. And it did change the color. Like I said, it yellowed a little bit, but I still think it looks fine. Only one coat. I figured you put it on thick, you just got to do one coat. A lot of it did soak in. There wasn't a lot. This is the rag I used to put it on with. It's pretty disgusting. I did wear gloves. And then these are the two rags that I used to wipe it off. And you can see there's not a lot of yellow in these two rags at all, considering. So I waited about 15 minutes and then wiped it off. And that is all the cabinets. So pretty excited. Our top coat came today, so tomorrow morning we are going to finish up our countertops. Chuck sanded those, so I've got to, Chuck sanded those, and so now I've got to go back and clean it off. And then after I clean this off, we have to just set up tomorrow morning to do the top coat. And hopefully that goes fast. That's what gives it like the natural sheen. And then we're going tomorrow afternoon. The cabinets should be at least dry enough that we can install those. So we're going to start installing the cabinets tomorrow afternoon, and then the next day, hopefully, we will put the countertops in. And then after that, we should be able to start doing the walls, putting up the shiplap onto the walls in the back of the van. So we're pretty excited, feel like we made some progress, and looking forward to getting some cabinets and countertops in. Good morning. It is Wednesday, March the 30th, and we are almost coming to the end of month 5 of the build. Yesterday was a very frustrating day. I started working on cushions for the last day and a half, and it took me over a day to make this one little square cushion. I had to make the zipper panel like 3 times. Then the back panel, when I sewed it on, the thread in the machine went all haywire, so my tension was all incorrect, so I had to take it apart, redo it. And then when I thought I was finally done, I did not sew very well here, and the end of the zipper came off, so I was ready to scream. But my first time, big learning curve, I ended up getting it done. I had to get the hand sew this part because it was already done. I wasn't going to take it all apart again. But anyway, I did this next big piece in like 3 hours. So I think I know more about what I'm doing now. So I hope I'm going to get 2 more cushions at least done today. I am waiting for spray to come so that I can attach the Dacron to the foam. And then I can stuff these and hopefully it fits. If it doesn't, I'm in trouble. Yesterday was also frustrating because our GoPro, I realized, has not been recording. I've recorded a lot for the last month, and everything since March 5th is totally gone. For some reason, it will record now, but I don't trust it, so I'm using my phone, which is why this video is kind of crappy. But I will do my best to kind of make up for everything that I've lost, which is a shame because this is the month that things really came together. You can see that I've got a ton of stuff in here in the floor that I've been ordering for the van. Finishing touches. Our living room. Look, my paint station is gone. Probably the thing I'm most excited about. I love to paint, but I was getting really sick of painting. So we look like a real normal living room again. It's like a house. Still lots of stuff, more things that I've been ordering over here. And our paint still is here so we can go outside if we have to do a few painting. My sew station is up over here of March. As you can see, it's a long list of things. So I will do my best to catch everybody up on where we are without the videos because I don't have them. Since the last time I have video, we have the ceiling is in. It's Shiplap. It was not too hard to put this part in. It was hard to do the part under the bed and the walls by the bed. It's been painted. It's got lights. Lots and lots of work there. The folding down table, which comes out here, is in. Chuck got these cool circular locks, which work really great. We have floors. We did not have the flooring in last time, I don't think. And lots of this metal edge banding, which kind of finishes off the floor. And I really like that. We have cabinet doors. So the cabinets were a lot of work. We had to do all kinds of sanding, making the boxes, resanding, putting them together, assembling them. And we don't have a lot of woodworking equipment, like I said. We have 2 pantries, lots of doors. We had to edge band the doors. We had to put hinges on, which would pull the doors out, and that was not an easy task either. And then we have magnetic locks so that you don't go down the road and then take a curve and everything like slide open and fall out. We have our countertops in now, which we had poured before, but we have waited for the 3rd coat. It has a matte finish on it now, which I don't like as much as the high gloss finish, but we didn't know that beforehand. So maybe someday we'll redo it, but right now we're not going to. We have kitchen faucets. This is for our drinkable water. It's got an extra filter on it. And then we have the regular kitchen sink faucet, which is like the faucet that we have in our house now, what we have on our boat. The backsplash is in for the kitchen. Chuck didn't have that done last time. The door is on here for the bathroom. He's got it open right now, so I'm not going to touch it because I don't know what he was doing. He's trying to clean up this mess here to re-put the faucet temperature controls back in, and then we can install the shower head. And this is all of our soaps that we have. What else? The toilet is in. cabinets, the toilet bowl liner, which goes in here. We have our toilet paper holder. This curved, I can't see, the light went off on the picture went off on the GoPro, so hopefully I'm getting this. We have a curved shower curtain, which is pretty cool. I didn't know those existed, but hopefully it's going to work awesome. So we're going to keep the toilet dry. I had to buy a shower curtain and had to cut it off because it was too long. But the curved shower curtain was easy to install. We have a cabinet up here above the sink. Our fridge is in. Our microwave, oven, air fryer combo is still waiting to go in. Chuck has the trim on the AC, trim on the Max Air fans up front and back there. Like I said, we did the ceiling underneath here, and that was not easy with the shiplap, but we have lights. We also have LED lights that you can see that go around the bed. I think it took like 4 different boxes to finally get those to work. We have some upholstery work done on the very back, which I still have to do more in the back in some kind of weird areas, and I think I'm gonna do inside of both of these windows right here. The shiplap is up on the walls. Like I said, that wasn't done before. We are using orange and blue, which is like our colors from our houses that we always love, and we kind of stick with it. What else? The sun shades and the windows, the magnets fell off, so the 3M tape doesn't work. I had to do extra epoxy, 2-part epoxy to get those to stick, but they're working really good now. I still have bug shades for the back door to do, and I have, not bug shades, I have bug screens for the back door to do and bug screens for the sliding glass door to do. Chuck has the Wii Boost finally in. We don't know if it's working, but we hope so. And the hamper, I still have to sew that. But first is the cushions. Cushions are top priority right now. As you know, I'm working on those. I just cut 2 more out this morning. So today is Friday, April 1st, and I thought I finished all the cushions yesterday. We got the spray. I was able to spray the white Dacron onto the foam. We stuffed all the cushions, and then we got to the last one, and somehow I totally screwed it up. I mean, this is what I made. I have no idea what I was doing. I think the bottom seat is square, so I was thinking the back was like the bottom, but obviously it's not. The back goes across farther. So I ran out of a zipper, so I just ordered a zipper yesterday. It just came. So I hope I'm going to finish this tonight. I'm also working on finishing some final upholstery. This is going to go in the very back of the van. I'm going to put this up now, and then Chuck and I are already starting to talk about doing a shakedown trip, so maybe next week. So hopefully final van video coming next week, but we'll see. We still have a lot of tweaking to do. Right, today is April 2nd, and last night, Friday, April 1st, I finished the cushions. They fit pretty good. I'm happy that it's over with, that's for sure. As you can see, our awning is in. That was a total surprise. In the last video, I mentioned that it was damaged in delivery, and they told us it was going to be 8 more weeks, and we were really disappointed, but we asked them to please rush it, and they did, and it got here in 2 weeks, so we were totally surprised when they called and said the awning was in. A friend came over and helped Chuck to clip it on. It was actually fairly easy, but it's super duper heavy, so 2 guys, you definitely need 2 guys to put that up. We have a slight issue. It comes out fine, but the remote control, when you retract it, it wants to go in and then go back out when you stop. Just a little bit. I don't know why. I don't think it's supposed to do that. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to do that. So that's one issue we have to resolve. The other issue we still have to resolve is our alternator. We have a problem with that. I will show you a short, I mentioned last time we sent it back, I will show you a short clip of the video where we got the second alternator and tried to install it. There we go. Hopefully this is videotaping. I will show you a short video where we tried to install the second one. One more thing I meant to mention, because I have that video on my camera, is that we used this fabric here. We used this fabric to put under the bed platform because it was so squeaky, and it's just very thin Cellrite fabric that I got for padding, and it's to help protect like a bike cover or car cover or teak railings. That's why I have it. We did test fit the bed does fit. Like I said, we will do a full video tour after we wrap up all these last few items. But we have done a whole lot in the last month. It's crazy. I wish I hadn't lost all the video, but anyway, is what it is. We are super excited to hopefully finish, get all of the rest of our supplies in to stock everything up in here, and then take our first shakedown trip in the van. Go see some places and see what else needs to be tweaked. I'm sure there'll be some bugs, but we'll figure it out. And hopefully by then we'll have the awning issue and the alternator issue resolved. Came back out. Still came back out. Later, Chuck starts the van to recharge the batteries and notices that the awning automatically deploys. This is a safety feature which is not supposed to happen when the ignition is on. Turns out that it was programmed backwards from the manufacturer, so he corrects the programming and now it works to pull in properly.